casually exploring my way back to the bubble. My bubble, the Pleiades. Must be on the lookout for other stuff though. Anything with a T would be nice.
Now it's time to leave the capsule if you dare. This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in the most confusing way. And the stars look very different today. For
Tags, guns, 9 bodies, 6 things armed. Scans, those undiscovered. May as well pick these up for a closer dive. Very cold, icy system.
System scan complete.
Nice. Just a little bit of a start, that's not that good. Let's see what else we got. KM, nice giant star. That'll do, 65 might be a bit far. Double jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
Objects, 10 objects tagged. Not gonna bother.
Virgo, you are going on a long journey.
We plot my route. See what else I can find on the road. I've got about 10 jumps, something left. Oh, that looks interesting. 5 stars, T-star included. Couple of binaries. Hey, hey, Gemini. How goes that shooting?
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can now. Sorting your mic out, no doubt. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I'm in one of the AX systems and just doing
A little sparring with the Goids.
Yeah, that build that remember that build that we did that one time we went out there? I've been using that build pretty much. Did some upgrades to the ship and everything, and been doing pretty good.
Excellent stuff. Yeah, chewing up the scouts, getting the combat rank, no doubt.
Yeah, not as fast as I'd like, but it's going quick. My crewman's at elite though, so that's
Oh,
that part is.
sweet. Don't get them killed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I've got one somewhere, it's elite. Oh, her? She's a rather good one. Don't want her to die yet. Not necessarily a worthy battle, you know.
Yeah, I've been just pretty much running these and doing the mining, of course, but it's nothing really truly exciting going on in elite with me. Pretty much just doing that, but yeah, it's going pretty good. I did 2 runs tonight so far.
Good stuff. I'm just heading back to the Pleiades myself. Was out of the notice. Always going to be doing those jumps, but I don't think I need to be just yet. I'll have to look at the flight plan. I came to there's some more barnacles. I've been watching my barnacle thread for a little while, so I thought I'd go and check out, see what's happening there.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. There were some more barnacles found out there. That means more are coming.
Well, not necessarily. It means they get more resources than we knew of. I'm just wondering if they knew, or were they somewhere where we searched before and they weren't there, now they are. That'd be more interesting. Bit of an expansion.
The interesting thing is that if you look at the, I've been following the GaleNet news, and there is a lot less Thargoid massive presence areas available now.
Well, people keep shooting them.
Yep, exactly.
They've got nothing else to do till the update, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of mining in that ever since I came back from that exploration trip. But
those B planets are far too warm for my liking. Let's carry on jumping.
are you in your main? You're on your main account, right?
Yeah, I was over on Panhyper exploring. I got myself a nebula out in the core.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. You got a nebula and you got some tags.
Oh, it's not a big one. It's no central star. It's bigger than the planetary nebula, but not much bigger. But it's got a lovely view down there, looking up towards the core. It's really deep down. And there's only 5 systems that were tagged, and just the A-star systems. Mostly, it's all less than A-stars. But considering how many planets are there, it's super dense. And I've already tagged about 6 or 7 Earth-likes around there with fantastic views.
Oh, nice.
2 of them in one system is rather beautiful.
Yeah, those are rare. Those are rare.
Well, it's nice to have them all in a nice area, all around a nice little nebula, and it's all undiscovered though. It's kind of sweet. I've always thought when I was out there exploring in the early days thinking, I want a nebula of my own. Well, you'd never find one since it's all tagged. Not all.
Not all of them are tagged.
Yep.
Not all of them are tagged, and there's still a lot of stuff out there that isn't tagged, especially past Sagittarius A, because I learned that when I went out there last. There's still quite a bit of stuff out there unexplored.
And the big nebulas too. I mean, this one I've got, there were 5 tagged ones, the main stars there, but considering I've tagged probably 300 systems now, and that's only within about a 15 light year radius away from the middle. So I wanted to look around about 100 light years around there to look for organics or nothing yet. But there's a lot of potential to just own 99% of the area. So I'm quite happy with that. When I get bored I'll probably go back there and tag more.
That's good to have an exploration account, man. I'm planning on doing something like that, but I want to get my get up to deadly. I'm almost there
Get your
before I
main
do
up
anything
there.
like that.
And if you do, wait for it to
Yeah.
go on the offer thing. That's what I did. One of the Horizons Commander pack was come out again, and it's long like I think it's a Black Friday one or something like that. So it's like 15, 20 quid. I was like, I'll have that, you know. So
Yeah.
try and go out there far, and then something would happen.
And
I'll turn around and come running back, but then it was nothing. So you turn around.
I totally killed my funds because when it was a few months back, because I kind of play off and on. I've been playing pretty regularly lately, but I killed my funds buying that Federal Corvette. I fucking killed my funds doing that.
It's a money sink, that is. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was like 700 million credits, all the trims and whatever you want for it.
It's a long-term project.
Yeah, it's a nice ship though. It's been serving me well, but it was expensive, so I'm starting to get my credits back up, and so I definitely want to do this account first before I do any kind of second account. Cause
second account, I didn't do too much. I thought I'm not grinding everything again. So I think I ground, basically unlocked the important engineers. That was my main focus. Then I just got the FSD booster from the Guardians, and I thought, sod the rest of it. That's all I need, and that's just going to be exploring as a main hobby, or main job. So he's not going to be coming back. He's not going to be fighting. He's just going to be out there to do exploring full time. So I got what I needed, and it's lovely.
Yep, that's a good plan, man. And then you're not wearing yourself out either. I like that idea. That's a good idea.
To run backwards and forwards. Oh, there's a war kicking off. It's all going down there. I'm back. So I've got one in the bubble area around here.
They got that station out in Sag A, right?
Yeah, I've been popping back there. That's where I've been turning all my exploration data. It's a bit too far to pop all the way over to Colonial on the west side.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because going to Colonia, Sag A to Colonia is that's a pretty long jaunt right there.
It's about 12,000, I think, something like that.
Yeah. And the cores really isn't that explored. Last I checked, anyways, it was back in January when I was last out there, but there's still
the majority
a lot
of the
of stuff
big
left.
nebulas are tagged. Literally all the planetary nebulas are tagged. There's a lot of everything in between isn't. And I found that little small nebula. There's a couple of them. There's probably more out there as well. So, and even the big nebulas, there's 2 or 3 massive nebulas in the thing. It's hard to see them on Gal Map till you're really close because of the star density drawing. But hell, there's endless stuff to explore, but nothing significant beyond tube worms yet.
Yeah, it depends on what they're going to do with the game. But I went out there last time. I'm pretty much done for now, but I'm not going to rule out going out there again. I will never rule out going out there again.
Well, that's why I like having him. He's just been based in the core. He started at Colonia, but he's now living in the core, I guess, since the base is there. I can also
if the base is there and you got the ship you want, why not?
Got the same thing I got on my main account. Pimped out Crate Phantom and does the job.
Yep.
Won't go like us hope, Arcadian Stream, Empyrean Straits, Odin's Hold. Literally circumnavigating all the middle and scouring that middle for something. There's got to be something unique.
It was weird. Last week I got hyperdicted like 3 or 4, well, about 3 times last week. I was kind of coming in and out, doing some scout hunting, and I got hyperdicted a couple times. I never got attacked though.
No, nothing to get attacked for, really, I guess. They're taking a peek and seeing who's going in and out of those systems.
Pretty interesting though. They scanned me. I basically turned and looked, and they scurried off afterwards, and that's about it, really.
Well, you weren't carrying anything naughty like a Guardian item.
Well, I had I had modules, but I don't think they care about that.
No, just if you got Guardian relics, they won't be happy. If you're carrying Dargoid items, they won't be happy. If you're carrying metal alloys, they'll just whimper and go, and then they'll just leave if you don't.
I think once I'm done, I'm going to get to dangerous, and then I want to go unlock one of those Guardian fighters. I think I'm pretty close to getting one. I just need to go out and get the second part. But I definitely want to get that. Yeah.
Probably, no doubt, a bit of a farming on the materials and data that you got to stack.
Yeah, I got quite a bit, but you know, I'm missing some things. And
in fact, I might have to do that. I never unlocked all 3. I did 2 of them. I've never got the. I'm not sure which one. I think the javelin.
I basically got all the modules, but not any of the. Well, I got one of the big weapons, the important one, the Gauss cannon. I got that one. And I don't have anything else other than that, I think.
Oh yes, another thing I just remembered, I'm missing one of the shards. I think shard cannon, Gauss cannon 2. Yeah.
Fucking modules are nice though. All those modules are nice. Every one of them, I think, is worth getting.
Well, there's plenty of grind to do, and there's not much to do. Grind it away.
Yeah,
locked will still be better later.
That's kind of what I'm doing. Is I'm just grinding for later dates, you know, because I don't want to have to be doing this when a big update comes out.
Oh, you need it in this big grind still. Actually, they released all those class 1s, didn't they? The small ones, and I don't know if they're any good. And I suppose I've got to unlock all of them as well. I have to see what the new update's got for us, or the UV update.
Yeah, that's stupid. The fucking what is it? The fucking Super Cruise.
Super Cruise Assist. It's funny, isn't it?
Come on, man. So what? You can select a star and it'll take you there automatically, or is that how it works? Or
supposedly, and it'll make you orbit it, or it won't do you a loop of shame, supposedly, but. Hell, I'm wondering how much crashing into planets and things it might do if you give it difficult situations. It's gonna be funny.
So they're gonna there's gonna be an extra what is it, one module slot? Like if you don't want it, do we get an extra slot?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. At least
you don't. I can't see myself. I mean, sure, some people do it if it'll just stop them having to loop a shame without having to learn how to not do a loop of shame, which is simple.
Yeah.
In fact, well, it's 75% throttle. Don't have a little throttle bar, have a percentages. 75% throttle, if you never go faster than 6 seconds from destination, you'll never overshoot, and it's faster than Super Cruise Assist. And you can push it a bit, but you gotta slide it. Beyond 6 seconds, you'll never overshoot. So basically, you're having to fit a module to basically set you at 75% throttle. You don't need it, just have a key, you've had it all the time. It's a funny thing. And then you got advanced docking computer. I mean, everybody gets a docking computer now, because that's standard fitted into your systems, but you can actually go advanced docking computer if you have trouble taking off.
With the HOTAS joystick, it's half the fun is landing it.
Oh god, yeah, I've seen how slow docking computers are. I'm wondering how slow they're going to be taking it off. And what happens if you've got someone using auto docking computers and I come whipping through the docking slot, as I normally do, about 250, and their little auto docking computer has a little hizzy fit and doesn't know what the hell to do and crashes and then gets blown up by the starboard. It'll be funny.
Yeah, I never ever use that docking computer. I land myself because I got the the HOTAS joystick and I'm a pilot by blood, man.
Well, taking off, man. I mean, you just sort of launch, you move up from the pad, you put your landing gear out, and you aim at the slot. You only have a little trouble if there's a huge amount of traffic in that open.
Yeah.
But normally I just point it at the slot and I'll boost straight out of there. Sometimes you might.
If they want to do that, I want the extra slots for other stuff. If they're gonna do that, they're gonna make it easier on the people.
We all
I
get,
want the slots for everything. I want I
small
want
ships
to.
get two
Yeah, I want
slots,
a
extra
reward
slot.
for being good and not using those type of things.
Pretty much, yeah. We get 2 extra slots on the small ships and 1 on medium, I believe. But I've also heard it mentioned medium and large. I'm not sure on that, if it's large as well as medium. But hell, an extra slot's always good. I've heard some people going, well, I'll just put an AFMU on there as an extra bit of... For certain ships, though, the smaller ones, I mean, like Diamondback Explorer and shit like that, she's got great range. You could always use an extra slot, even if it's class 1. Shit, that's a small ship, innit? That gets 2 extra slots. Ooh! Holy crap!
Not bad.
That could actually become really good. It gets more versatility.
Yeah,
than
that's
one
what I'm
ship,
saying.
one
That's
gun.
what I'm saying. It might not work out that bad for people like us that don't use those type of devices in our ship. You know, those type of modules. We might be
I'm
better
assuming
off
they're going to be
with it.
class 1 or 2. Maybe it depends on the ship. I mean, if you look at large ships, if they get them as well, most of their smallest slots are class 3s and such, so another one of that would be great. Compensate
Fuck,
the
man.
large ones.
The largest just put a dirty drive on it, man. You'll be fine.
Dirty drives on everything apart from a couple of my combat ships which run stealth.
Yeah. I'm basically flying around right now in this giant fucking shitty, you know, the Federal Corvette, and I'm doing just fine in the dealing with the scouts and whatnot. So I mean, whatever. You know, if they want to have those type of features in the game, all I want is extra slots. If they can give me extra slots to relieve some of the pressure on my ships, that's fine with me, man. I'll land this ship manually all the time.
Well, extra slots is what you're getting. Oh, there's even newbie systems. I don't know, it seems like one rank, and I don't know if you can't go back there, or there's you first elite. There's newbie protection.
They're trying to get new players to play. That's what it is. Is people are starting the game and they're
newbie
bitching.
system. Only newbies are allowed to, and then it spawns into the mission things. Yeah, take 200 tons of this along to this system you can't go to because you now outranked it, and the mission requires a rank. There's so many things that are going to go wrong, but luckily, I don't think they can go wrong by just adding a slot or 2, which is the main bit so on. But then we got the Interstellar Factor thingy. No, Interstellar Initiative, that was it. Supposedly we're going to hear something about that soon. Month-long CG with stages and changing things. Could be good, could be crap. Well, it's how FD played that one. It's like doing a big community event thing, but a story which could go either way. Multi-chapter.
Possibly.
I think they said they're going to give us news about what it is, so it could be later than the update original release. Ah, crap, I'm 2 jumps away, I'm getting near.
Frameshift drive charging.
Nearly at the Pleiades. Oh, it'd be nice to get, actually, no.
Pleiades is yeah, that's the place.
I'll still carry a probe link sensor on 2 MAs, so I'm going to be a bit wary if they do come in for a scam. Or a shutdown or an interdiction and such.
Is there still a lot of Thargoid activity out there? I didn't see a lot on the news. I was looking at GaleNet, but there wasn't a lot of news out there. Most of it's inside the bubble right now.
Yeah, and even interdictions are happening in those systems, so true in there. But
yeah, I got hyperdicted inside the bubble several times. Mainly just scans. But I'm going to the hot zones. I'm going right into the shit house. So that could be a lot to do with it because I'm going into a massive Thargoid presence section and they hyperdict me. So I imagine that's a lot to do with it. I mean, that's just common sense.
You're going in and out of their systems of interest, yeah. But it does seem they up and down the spawns of hyperdictions as well. Or maybe it's just not many people jumping around, and if you're the only one doing it, it's more likely to hit you. Could
Yeah.
be that. But there have been times where you can go weeks trying to get one nothing, and then suddenly a new thing's coming out, and suddenly for 2 or 3 days before, you can't help to be hyperdicted. I think it's like mosquitoes. When you haven't been in there, they smell a bit of fresh blood. Who's this coming in? Go and have a look, go and have a look. Interdict him.
Yep. I wonder if it's the actual frontier peoples controlling it. I don't know, but they definitely hyperdicted me a few times, and basically it was a sniff and look, basically, and I looked at them and they looked at me, and we both went our separate directions.
It's probably FD playing on there. Log on! Quick! David's away. Let's log on to his account. Oh, we're flying an interceptor. Interdict the human! Got him! How do you fire the guns? We don't know. He's got keybinds. We can't work it out.
Yep, and it's really interesting because there was a night there. I had a really crazy Thargoid night where I was in a Thargoid area and I did scout hunting, and then I logged back in and I went to the same place, but all the Thargoid AX combat areas were gone, but one. And I went to the one, and it kept introducing Thargoid, the larger Thargoid ships, right? So I kept jumping out, coming back in, jumping out, coming back in. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to get out of here because I'm not going to live if I stay here, right? So I looked it up on the computer where the other massive presence was, and it wasn't where I was at, so I locked in the destination, went there, and they fucking interdicted me 2 times on the way to the next one. 2 times. It was crazy. Inside the bubble. I was like, what the
I've had
no
it
shit,
3
man.
times in a row, but often usually just once to do it.
It was rare. Like I was jumping, and then all of a sudden, and they got me, and they never attacked me. They just looked at me and kept going, and I looked at them and kept going because I don't have the weaponry on board to deal with them. And one of the things I learned too about the bigger Thargoid ships is if you aim right directly towards them and you full throttle, you can get past them.
Oh yeah, you got to do that to break the scans.
Yep, and I learned that thing too, that little trick.
They changed it a bit recently. It is still possible, but it's a lot fucking harder because they match your speed much more rapidly.
Yes, I noticed that too.
And it makes it harder to dodge a scan because if you break their scan, they don't see you carrying naughty things, and so they don't get aggressive. Sometimes they do, though, because sometimes they match your speed, block you, you hit them, they get angry, they scan you, they see you carrying shit, and you're like,
Yeah,
this is gonna go very bad, run like crap.
That's the fun part about the Thargoids is they're so unpredictable. Like, you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Yes.
Like, you absolutely do not know what they're gonna do. Like, every time I've encountered them, the scouts are scouts, but I'm talking about the bigger Thargoid ships. You don't know what the fuck they're gonna do.
Got
They
a
might
fair
attack.
idea, but you
They
never know for
might
sure.
not, but
What have I got here? 25 bodies.
Alright, I'm gonna have a quick smoke and then I'll be right back.
I could probably do the same myself, because I've got to find out actually where these new Thargoid barnacle systems are, so I'll have to check the barnacle thread and see which system I'm hopping to.
Are you gonna put them on the? Are you gonna put them in the database, or if you find them?
I'm not sure if the guy has. I only looked at my old thread at work earlier this evening. He found. I've gathered about 3, maybe more systems in the last week or 2 weeks. Which is interesting. I spent so long in the last month or 2 prior to that before leaving, thinking there's nothing new to find, so
That's interesting. There's new ones, so that kind of
Might not
intrigues
be.
me.
Might be. I've got to see where they are. It could be just I haven't searched in that area, or maybe it's spawned where I've already searched and they weren't there before, but now they are. Or it could be they're following the attack into the bubble. That'd be nice. But
That's one of the things that I'm thinking is if there's more actual barnacles that are producing in the game, that means there's going to be more attacks. They're readying for another
could be
wave.
2.4 added twice as many barnacles to the Pleiades. Maybe they added another wave for spawning. They do say it's all about resources, and that is one of the main resources, limiting their number.
And also, another thing to consider too is the Thargoid presence in the bubble has lowered. Since I started doing that, remember when we went in there the first time, there was massive presences all over the places. Now, there's a lot less massive and a lot more repairing going on.
You've got to look how many systems are also being hit. Was the double week spawn the other week? I think there's a bigger list of things that are being attacked now, so unless your army's doubled, you can't deploy the same force over a wider area, so it could be down to something like that.
True. It's hard to say.
It does seem keep suggesting that they do have a finite number of Thargoids that can deploy at any time, which can change down to limited resources.
That is true. I'm just wondering.
1 and 2.
Alright, I'm gonna have a quick smoke. I'll be right back.
Just check planet 1 and 2 and any Thargies? No. Right, quick smoke and I'll be back shortly.